Last year, I fell off from going to the gym because I was burnt out. So this is what I did. I told myself that instead of doing a proper workout, I'll just take some walks, which obviously we both know is just an excuse because no one's ever built muscle from just walking. It doesn't work. So I tried taking the walks and it felt very refreshing, right? It did. And on the third day of taking these walks, I realized something that I could get down and do some push ups. So whenever I would go up the hill, like a good hill, I would take a good walk to a nice, good hill. I would, I would take that walk and then I would feel like doing some push ups. I noticed, oh, there's a ground. So I would get down and do some push ups. Then I also realized something else. I could do some squats. So I got down and did those squats. And I'm telling you, when I left there, I felt so good. I was like, what is this? And that's when I realized something. Training outside is so much better than training from inside, bro. 100%. So till like ever since then, I have never stopped training from outside. And it's made me make so much progress in my fitness. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Shaka, and I've helped hundreds of young men stay hella consistent on their fitness journey so that they can see proper results. And if you want real help with staying consistent in your journey, just get the consistency blueprint that I just created inside of the Consistent Man community. So please join now while the price is still down before the price goes up. When a couple of people start joining, I'm going to increase the price. So join it quickly and you'll stay consistent. So about 6 months ago, I had gotten on a new training program. This full body program that I'm always preaching about, by the way, I'm always preaching about this. Like going to my old YouTube videos, including this one, watch that video. Man, full body workout routine, that's the best kind of routine. So when I just made that routine, I said I go to the gym. And whenever I would go to the gym, I would do that routine, the full body routine. But I realized something. Every time I left the gym, I always felt like I hadn't done enough. I always felt like I'd always missed out on some crazy, like muscle groups, the best muscle groups that I wanted to train. So I realized that I was not making so much progress because I was missing out on a lot of muscle groups that I needed to have trained on like every single day. You get what I mean? So this is what I started doing. I started training twice a day. So training twice a day has helped me make actual progress because I get to hit every single muscle, including doing cardio, which is very, very important for my health. When I realized that I needed to train twice a day, I noticed that since I go to the gym in the evening, I'll also need to add in a morning workout. And I tried to do these morning workouts at home. I tried to do them from home. And the truth is, they weren't even working. These morning workouts always felt like a big chore. You get what I mean? Like, just I had to like force myself, put on like headphones and put like a motivational speech. And it felt so bad. It always felt like a chore. So this is what I did. I started taking walks. The same walks that I was taking before, that I've been talking about. I started to take them in the morning. So whenever I would take a walk in the morning, first of all, it was very refreshing. Stepping outside, getting some sunlight, all this stuff. It's very, very, very refreshing. But also, when I would take these walks, I would end up, whenever I would go to like a nice spot, like usually I like up the hill or down in like golf course. So whenever I would go to like the golf course and I'd find a nice spot, I would end up just chilling there. And first thing that comes to my mind is I can do some push-ups. So I ended up doing like those walks in the morning. And also I would do push-ups while I was taking those walks. So you can see that these are two good habits that I've put into one. This is what I call the habit bundling aspect. Habit bundling. Habit bundling is where you put two habits, one habit that you enjoy and one that you want to start. In this example, walking and training are the habits that I wanted to put together, that I put together, and that I have been putting together for quite a while now because I still train twice a day. I enjoy walking because it's like It's a trip. It's fun. It's nice. You look around. It's nice to be outdoors. If you have a problem with being outdoors, you're weird. Honestly, I can't even lie to you. You're weird. You have issues. You need to sort those out before we move any further. Sort that out. Right? Get off the phone. Get off your, all that stuff that you own, and step outside. You see, nature is very, very, very nice. So I enjoy doing the walks, but then the training, it's not really something that I really enjoy, though I'm starting to enjoy it more and more. But training is more of something that's like a must. It's the work that you have to do. It's not like, you do it if you enjoy it. No, you have to do it. You just have to. So I put those two habits together, and that creates a nice routine that helps me stay consistent in my fitness journey. Okay, moving on to the health aspect of daily movement on your mental and physical health. Daily movement also, these walks, taking them every single day has profound effects on your health. Good effects on your health. Very, very good. First of all, on your mental health. When you walk, right, this helps you like work on your cardiovascular system, right? Your blood flow. That's the system that, regulates your blood flow and everything. But your blood flows better throughout your body because you're breathing better and you're also moving quite a lot of muscles when you're walking, mostly the leg muscles. So it basically improves your health. Mentally, you think better because your blood is able to flow properly to the brain. You know what I mean? Because the body is in movement, so the blood is flowing properly. So it reaches the brain, so it makes you think better mentally. And then physically as well, your body it's used to doing that kind of cardiovascular exercise. So then when you need to start doing runs, if you're someone who runs or someone who's trying to get into runs, you're more like able to do it than somebody who is just running for the first time because you've been taking these walks. So it's very, 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 very important for your physical and mental health as well. Then another thing is when you take these walks, you're doing it quite alone, which is very nice. You need a lot of alone time, as a guy in this like generation of distraction. You get what I mean? This generation where people are trying to avoid being by themselves by scrolling or by being with people, like filling them like their time up with people who don't even help them in their lives. No, you get that solitude. So when you take a walk like up the hill in your city, when you take a walk up your hill, if you have hills, or to whatever good spots that you can find where you can chill from, where you can sit down and enjoy a good view, or just sit there and, like in a serene environment. When you take these walks, you will experience solitude, and as a man, development happens in solitude. You know what I mean? I understand. I've also been preaching about having a community, like the consistent man community that you should join now. But you should also spend some time alone. This alone time you should have a bit of balance, because this alone time is going to give you the mental clarity for you to sit down and think about the things that you need to do. And it will also help you get that like mental clarity for you to stop skipping your workout for good. Those days that you feel like not working out and everything. Your brain will be fresh and your mind will tell you, yo, we're not doing that. We're not going with our feelings now. We're gonna like go. We're gonna do it. You get what I mean? Another benefit of taking these walks and working out from outside is that young men need sunlight. Sunlight, bro. You're not a vampire. You know something crazy? I realized something. There are a couple of young people that I've been friends with, and I used to go to their homes, and I'll see the way that they live, and I noticed one thing they had in common. A lot of them spent a lot of time inside dark rooms, whether they were playing video games or they were just like chilling or something. I don't know what they were doing. You might know what you're doing inside there, but it's like a dungeon. You get what I mean? It's like a dungeon. It's kind of like some vampire hive or something. You shouldn't be living in such conditions. Human beings need to live in sunlight. That's the purpose of the sun. It's here for us. We need to live in sunlight. Whether you're dark skin, white skin, brown skin, light skin. Bro, if you're light skin, get off my channel right now. But you need to go outside, spend time in sunlight. Why? Sunlight has a lot of benefits. First benefit of sunlight is it really boosts your testosterone. So when you step out in the sun, I don't really know the science of this. I'm a bro science guy. You know what I mean? But trust me, when you step out in the sun, you're going to boost your testosterone, which is very, very important because if you're trying to stay consistent in your fitness, you need to see progress. And you cannot see progress if your muscles aren't growing because you don't have enough testosterone. So you need to step outside so you can boost your testosterone. The second reason you should step outside is because the sun gives us vitamin D. Vitamin D. I don't really know what that's for, but I know it's for good health. I just know vitamin D, good health. You know what I mean? Very, very good. It's one of those macronutrients that you really need as a human being for you to function properly. And I'm sure that there must be some crazy deficiency diseases that you can get if you're not taking enough vitamin D. And it really messes up your life. Yeah, so basically that's good. And then for the black fellas who are watching this, the niggers, you know what? Stepping outside also makes your skin better. You know what I mean? Makes your skin better. If you're white and you want a tan, step outside. It's very good. For those white people who are trying to be black. I don't even know why they do that. But why do white people tan? You know what I mean? I thought they wanted to be white. Are they losing their rights? You trying to lose your rights, Jake? Come on, Jake. You're trying to lose your rights. You don't want to be black. Right? Stay on that side. Stay inside your room in the darkness. But for oh man, that's funny. In general, you need to step outside and get your sunlight. That's why working out from outside is so undefeated. And another issue that I've noticed is usually when you stay inside, you have higher chances of falling into some dopamine addiction. Hear me out. You think that you can stay inside and work out maybe from home, those days that you don't go to the gym, right? So you try it. You work out from home, you what. But you realize that you end up falling into like a scrolling loop where you're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And this is so bad for your progress. This is actually one of the worst things. Scrolling in between sets is the worst. When you're at home, you're too comfortable. You get what I mean? But when you step outside and you do your workouts from outside, then you will feel you'll feel less likely to scroll. There will be no chance of you scrolling because your phone is, not very usable when you're outside in the sun. It's not as usable as when you're inside. Plus, you don't even have a laptop when you're outside. That cannot distract you as well. People won't distract you as well from home when you're outside because you're not at home for people to distract you. Yeah. And if you're like me and you want to improve your social skills and you're actually trying to level up your communication skills, these things that are actually necessary in this generation. You're not like these other goofies who are thinking about, oh, I want to make money quick. I want to learn drop shipping and agency. No. For you, you're thinking of actually leveling up your skills. Like the same reason why you're watching my channel, because you're thinking about leveling up your fitness. Then social skills can be leveled up when you go and train outside. Hear me out. I've noticed something. Most of my gym bros that I train with, I met them when I was taking walks to train outside. You know what I mean? Because usually that's where you find most of the people in your neighborhood. So when you take walks, like you go outside to train and you're walking somewhere to go and you train from that place, then you will find people. This will be an opportunity for you to practice all those autistic skills that you've been learning on YouTube. The eye contact, the speaking up, the body language, the posture, the politeness, all these things, how to win friends and influence people, all those principles, you get to practice them in person when you take these walks and you work out from outside. So If you're someone who's not trying to be, like that pussy mindset, like, me, I'm a humble guy. I don't want to meet people. That's just nonsense. That's nonsense. You need to learn how to speak to people. You need to practice your social skills because this is a meta skill. Meta skill is a skill that's like a combination of so many skills and it's high leverage. In every situation, you will need social skills in your life. So don't forget that. So now I'm going to teach you how you yourself can start taking these walks and working out from outside so that you can stay more consistent in your fitness journey because it has helped me so much in my journey, in my fitness journey, for me to make crazy progress, especially when it comes to that thing of training twice a day. Step one, I want you to add a daily walk with a nice podcast that you've downloaded and some nice drinking water. So the podcast and the drinking water are so important. You know what I mean? Because yes, you can walk without the podcast, but I highly recommend the podcast because you are doing what I talked about earlier, habit bundling. Habit bundling will help you stay more consistent with your habits. So when you have the podcast, which is like, taking the walks is a habit that you enjoy, and the podcast a habit that you should start, because I'm always preaching this because I myself listen to so many podcasts and I've listened to them ever since the beginning of my fitness journey, and they've helped me stay so consistent. If you're doing that, you need to put them together. That's a good time to put them together. So you can listen to a podcast like on your phone or in headphones. I recommend you don't put on those noise cancelling headphones because you can get knocked and killed like a peasant and you die. And then you just be a number. 5,000 people died in this area, all of them wearing headphones. They won't even say your name. Yeah, you could get killed randomly. So you have to be very careful. If you're listening to a podcast, usually what I used to do is I would move with a small speaker and I would listen to that like out loud. But now I move with a dog, so I can't get knocked because the dog's gonna save me from being knocked. So sometimes I can put on some headphones, but they're not really noise cancelling, so I'm safe. You know what I mean? So make sure that you're listening to the podcast as you're taking these walks. And I say daily walks for a reason. You should be walking every day. Make it part of your habits. You go what I mean? Don't like just take it like a sometimes thing. Whenever you get burnt out, that's when you walk. No, your spirit needs time to heal. Walking is a healing experience, like I've told you before, like I've just said. So yeah, the podcast is very important, but also the water as well. The water is so important. If you're dehydrated, that walk is going to be trash, especially if it's a hot day. If you live in one of the equatorial countries, like for example mine, Uganda, or maybe you live in Kenya, I'm sure Kenya also has a bit of the equator, I'm sure, then you might experience that heat, that crazy heat. You know what I mean? That crazy heat. You need to have your water at all times. So I like to carry a 1.5 liter bottle. It's like this big. Actually, this is it. Yeah. See, my water is very little right now because I'm being careless. I should keep it filled. So, sorry, I should keep it filled. You should keep your bottle filled. You should go with a full bottle when you're going for your walks. The 1.5 is very sufficient for me because it takes care of me. If I'm drinking it very fast, it can take care of me for about 2 hours, which is very good. 1 hour to 2 hours, which is very, very good. 1.5 liters of water drunk in 2 hours. If you have a daily goal of 3 liters minimum, you pass that in 4 hours. You get what I mean? So me, I drink hella water, very, very much water. That's why you can see I'm glowing, fam. You see that? I'm glowing. I drink hella water. So do the podcast and also drink hella water when you're taking these walks. Make it a daily habit, and I promise you, you try it. Just commit to it for like 1 week, only 1 week, or about a month. Try it in your own life because I've never told you something that doesn't help you. I'm not here to just like yap. You know what I mean? I'm not here. I'm not a yapper right now. No yapping. This is the truth. Try it in your own life. Try this. You can do it in the morning. I prefer in the morning. It's very, very good. Or in the evening as well, which is really good. But in the evening, it's more like social skills. You're optimizing for social skills because you know you're going to meet some people. Yeah. But take the water as well for the workout as well when you reach wherever you're walking to. When you want to get down for some push-ups on the muddy floor in the sand or something, you'll need that water because you'll be sweating a lot. So the water is so important. And the podcast as well. It's a good thing to listen in the background while you're doing your thing. You get me? So don't forget that. Keep that in mind. The second step, the second way that you can actually start taking these walks and working out from outside so that you can be more consistent is whenever you don't feel like training, you need to take this walk. Whenever you don't feel like training, like doing your exercise, you need to just take a walk. You're tricking your mind into believing that you're taking a walk. But obviously, wherever you're walking to, you will find somewhere to do some push ups. Also, try to take a walk to a place where there's actually a good ground, somewhere that's like conducive for you to actually get down and bust out like diamond push ups or something, bust out like close grip push ups, decline, anything. Find like a public place that's good in that sense, not like a muddy road or something that's going to be hard for you. So, you just take this walk, go to a nice spot, and then you must do one workout from there. Just one workout. You know what I mean? Just do one workout. Don't do too much. Me, what I like to do is when I don't feel like training, I'll take a walk and I'll do just one set. Just one set of push ups. I'll get down, just some push ups till failure, and I chill. But usually, that's just a trick for the mind. That's just trying to convince my mind to get into the mood. Because when I do that one set, my brain will tell me, yo, come on, man, go for another. You do another one. Your brain will tell you, yo, go for another. Oh, we're done. Okay, let's do some squats. You end up doing squats, and it's like you did a whole workout, not knowing that, like, just a few hours ago, a few minutes ago, you were not feeling motivated. You felt like doing nothing. So that's a big hack. Make sure that you take this very seriously. When you feel demotivated, you're feeling like you're having an off day, you're having one of those days where you're about to bust a nut, big nut. You need to take this seriously. Step outside, just go outside, take a walk to a nice environment, like a good spot, nice hill, nice valley, a nice golf course. I have all these places. That's why I'm talking about it because I live in Akrite City. If you've ever come to Akrite City, you see, man, it's beautiful, very, very beautiful. You have beautiful hills, bro. Hey, I'm not like sponsored by Akrite or anything. I'm not sponsored. But basically, you find a good spot and you get down and you do at least one workout. That's not so hard. Just do one workout. That means one set or one exercise. Just try to do something, one of something. That will put your mind in that position, ready to take action. You get me? You'll be ready. You'll be on go. On go. The third way that you can start taking these walks, training from outside so you can stay more consistent, is you need to gamify the experience. I want you to treat it like a game. Back in the day, I remember this. It was it was a game called Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go was viral, man. Hella viral. It's a game where people would get their phones and it would connect with like your location services and it would know where you are on the map and where you're moving and everything. So usually, guys didn't have data to play this game, but there was always that occasional Indian guy at school who had some internet on his phone to play this game. So we'd play on his. My God, why am I itchy on my back? Jesus Christ, my back's itchy. God damn. I think it's because I didn't oil it. Look at his back. Jesus. Okay, sorry, but this guy had data to play the game, so we'd play it on his phone, and it was a game where you would move around and you would find like Pokemons and you catch them. You get what I mean? Those who know Pokemon, you find the Pokemon, you catch it, and you have to move around physically. You're moving around into different locations, and every time you move into a new location, it's like before you move in that location, it was like a black part of the map. Then when you move there, it would be like you've unlocked a new part of the map on the screen. So I want you to treat your life like this. I want you to treat your fitness like this. I need to treat this taking walks and working out from outside like this. Whenever you go somewhere, whenever you take these walks, I want you to go to places you've not discovered that are near where you live. That will be like unlocking new parts of the map. You get, instead of being an awkward social autist, you need to go and experience new parts of the map. You need to unlock those parts that you haven't seen yet. This is going to develop your brain, and it's also going to make the experience more fun, because every time you see a new place, there's a bit of excitement that you get. So your brain is going to associate excitement to taking those walks and training. You see what I mean? Excitement that is associated to taking the walks, that is associated to training. So don't forget that. So make sure you gamify the experience, make it a game. Another way you can gamify the experience is by tracking how many steps and how many kilometers you've taken. Usually, I haven't done that in my life as much because I have not really struggled with weight loss, not so much. But I noticed that the people who struggle with weight loss, they're the ones who usually track their steps. So if you're struggling with weight loss, you can do that to also gamify your experience. Make it more fun to take these walks, and then eventually you will stay more consistent on your fitness journey just from such small tweaks. So all in all, I think these 3 steps that I've talked about, crazy. They've helped me so much to make so much progress in my fitness journey. Because if I wasn't stepping out to work out from outside, I don't think I would have been I wouldn't have been this consistent in my journey. This is a hack. This is something that I do every single day. And it's something that I preach so passionately because I believe that everybody should be doing the same thing. Step outside, take a nice walk, go to a nice spot, and do one workout. If there's one thing you should take from this video, it's that. This is exactly why I created the consistency blueprint within the Consistent Man community. It's a blueprint that will help you stay more consistent on your fitness journey and avoid skipping the gym for good. You get what I mean? Using all these things that I talk about in all my videos, including taking walks and working out from outside. So join it right now while the price is still low, because when people start joining it, the price is gonna go up. You get what I mean? And access that course, take it seriously, and I'm sure it will help you make crazy progress if you're actually someone who is committed, if you're actually someone who is not here to waste time. So thank you so much for watching. Click and watch this video, and peace.